Hello and welcome to this section of this video where I'll be showing you how to install Kali Linux on Vmware Workstation. So first of all, let's head to www.kali.org/downloads. Here we are going to see all the binaries for Kali Linux images. So these are the different options you have for Kali. But the one I'm going to be using today is Kali Linux 64-bit. And either download it through HTTP, or maybe you have a torrent client. You can download it through a torrent client. So I already have mine downloaded, which is in my download folder. As you can see, it's an ISO file. So opening my VMware Workstation, I go to File, New Virtual Machine. So I'm going to use the typical option, which is the recommended option for VMware. So I will be using the option for ISO image, and yeah, I have to put my Kali Linux image, which is the ISO file I downloaded. As you can see, this is the ISO file, Kali Linux 2019. Upon it could not detect which operating system is in the image, you will need to specify. Okay, that's not a problem. Click next. So here we have to specify which operating system we're about to install. So it's a Linux operating system. In these options you can find Kali, but Kali was built on Debian. I think it's in the latest Debian options. So we'll go to the latest Debian. Since it's 64-bit, we can use this, which is Debian 9, 64-bit. It's going to work fine. You click on next. For the name here, you can change the name to Kali and say 64-bit for easy reference. Click next. Here you have to configure the space for the hard disk. So by default it comes to like 20, but because my work, I will normally put it at 40 GB. And I also like storing my images in just a single file for easy migration. So here you can customize your hardware. So one of the things I do here is I increase my memory. Since I have more memory, I increase to like 4 GB. 4 GB of memory. So here we can click next. Yeah. So Vmware Workstation recommends 2 GB system swap, which already gave 4 GB, so we're fine with that. So let's allow it to load. So now these are the different options to use Kali Linux. The first one, if you want to run it live, maybe you install it on a USB, you can run it live. But what you are going to use today, is the Graphical Install. You use the arrow keys to move around and move it to Graphical Install. Just wait for it to load up. I think it's booting up the files. Just install. So language is English. I'm going to use the United States. My keyboard is American English. Kali is trying to do its thing while we wait for it to load additional components. We're trying to configure the network. Trying to get DHCP, which is successful. Okay, now we have to put an host name. I'm going to make mine Phexcom, which is what I want to be my host name. And the domain name, you can say localhost. Localhost. If this was meant to be a server, you could put your domain name. Since this is a local server, here you have to put your password. So you could put any password of your choice. Click continue. Just trying to configure the clock. So clock, I'm just gonna choose this as a random time zone. So you can choose whatsoever you want depending on your time zone. Working on partitioning the disk space we gave to it. So now we have 4 options over here. It's a guided use entire disk, guided use entire disk setup with LPM, use entire disk encrypted. If you're installing Kali for production, maybe for an actual penetration testing, I think it's actually good if you encrypt your hard drive. Why it's good is because most of the time it's possible for someone to boot into your laptop or into your workstation without your permission. You'll be able to change your password and do all sorts of things, access your file, but once it's encrypted, they won't have that access. But today I'm going to be using the first option, as this is a little bit faster. The encrypted NVM, it's a bit slow for the sake of this video. So this was the 40 GB we gave to it. So hit continue. So what I'm going to be using here, it's all files in one partition. It's recommended for new users. If you're more advanced, you can check out the remaining two and use one out of those. But we're going to be using the first option for this one. So it's a finish partitioning. Alright, disk, yes, continue. Right, changes to disk, yes, let's continue. So it's installing Kali now into the hard drive we created, the virtual hard drive. So this might take a while. So I'm going to pause the video here till it's done installing. Then we'll continue the process. So now Kali have finished installing. So now we have to configure the packet manager. You say use network mirror. Yes. With this option, click continue, and allow it to configure the packet manager. It's asking us if we want to use a proxy. No, so just click continue. Wait for finish configuring packet manager. Okay, so okay, now it's installing Grub. Grub is the bootloader. Configuring Grub. So if we want to install grub bootloader to the master boot record, yes. Click continue. This is our virtual hard drive we created, one of 40 GB. Click continue. After selecting it, starting grub bootloader. So now it's finishing the installation. So once it's finished the installation process, it's going to restart and load us into the main desktop environment for Kali Linux. So now grub has finished installing. Installation is complete, so it's time to the new system. So click on continue. To load. So now here is our Kali desktop environment. So this is the login screen for Kali Linux. By default, the username is root, and the password is set up during installation. I'm going to input mine and sign in. So now here's the desktop environment for Kali Linux. This is the official logo for Kali Linux. So one of the things about installing installing operating systems on virtual machines, it's when you try to get the full screen, it mostly won't come. For what reason, I don't know, but a little fix is to install the Vmware Tools. Installing the Vmware Tools will give us options like getting the full screen and also to do copy and paste from our main operating system. You can just drag and drop files. So to install Vmware Tools, come over to VM, click on VM, click on Install Vmware Tools. Now it will pop up a message asking us if we want to really install. Yeah, this is the message. So you have to click install. So once you finish installing, we'll go to our directories by clicking on this icon, and come down here, you can see Vmware Tools. So the file we want to install, it's inside this zip folder. So what we are going to do to make this installation easy, let's drag and drop this in our desktop. Let's copy into our desktop. Now this is over here. It's still copying. So now it's done copying. So what we are going to do, we are going to extract this file. So right click on it and click on extract. Now this is our file. So what we want to install is this file, vmware-install.pl. So this is Linux, so you can't just click on it to install. So what we are going to do, we are going to install it using the terminal. So right click again and you'll see this option for open terminal. So now this is terminal, and this terminal, it's inside this directory right now. So for us to know if we're actually in the directory, pwd, now this is the directory we just entered. So let's check for these files by listing them with the command ls. So now these are all the files, the same with the ones here. So open the terminal. So this is the file we want to install, the vmware install.pl. So what you are going to do, you can just copy it, select it, and copy, then put a dot slash, then paste. Once you paste it, click enter. So now it's going to ask us some questions. I'm going to leave it with the default. So for here, I'm just going to click enter. I'm going to click enter, 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 enter. Visualizing. So it's trying to install the Vmware Tools. With this, we'll be able to get a full screen for our new Kali Linux operating system. So now it's asking us another question. Just click enter to select default, enter, 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 enter. I think it's almost getting to the end. So now you can see it has automatically given us a full screen. Start the installation. So now this is a full screen. So if what you can do here is to click on, come to view and click on full screen. Now you can see this is Kali Linux screen. You can take it back. Now everything is working properly. So one of the things I like doing after before we go, you cannot delete these files. Move to trash, we don't need them anymore. Come over here, click on eject. So one of the things I like doing after installing a new Kali, first of all, update. So open the terminal and type apt update. And to get latest upgrade, type apt upgrade -y. So now it's going to get us all the latest updates from Kali's website. So this might take a while to get all the latest updates. but it's just straightforward. So I think this is where I'm going to round up the video, and that is it. Thank you for taking your time to watch the session of this video on how to install Kali Linux on VMware. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that right away by clicking on the button below